Hi students, now we're on 3-12. I'm on page 97 in your fact cheetah. Let's look at number 1. Number 1 says a turtle crawls 3 yards in an hour. How far will it crawl in 2 hours? So we've got a turtle who's crawling 3 yards in 1 hour. If I know that they're going to do this for 2 hours, then I would multiply 2 times 3. So it looks like that turtle will be able to go 6 yards in 2 hours. Then it says, how far will the turtle crawl in 1/4 of an hour? So it's 1/4 of an hour. It's not the whole part, it's of. Remember, of means multiply. So I'm going to multiply again for this problem, and I'm going to take 1/4 of the 3 yards, okay? And when I multiply and I divide fractions, I always like to make sure that my two things are numerator over denominator and numerator over denominator. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a 1 over there so I can multiply straight across. Do my numerators, that's 3, multiply my denominators, and that's 4. So he would travel 3/4 of a yard in an hour. Okay. Taking a look at number 2 in your fat cheetah, Emily has 2 tons of sand and she will move it by wheelbarrow to the garden. Her wheelbarrow holds 1/10 ton. So how many trips will she make? So if she has 2 tons and the wheelbarrow only holds 1/10, then this would be a division problem, because I would divide how many tenths it takes for me to do all 2 tons. So 2 divided by 1/10. And you remember, when we divide and multiply fractions, we always have numerator over denominator and numerator over denominator. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is put my 2 over 1. Okay. The second thing I'm going to do, because I'm dividing fractions, is I'm going to think about keep, change, flip. So I'm going to keep the first one, change, divide to multiply, and find the reciprocal of the second fraction. Keep, change, flip. So I would have 20 over 1, which would just equal 20. So it would take Emily 20 times to get all the 2 tons of sand out of the garden. Let's take a look at number 3. There we go. With number 3, we have a girl named Tawana, and she has 3 pounds of nuts. She's going to use them to fill small bags with 1/4 of a pound each. So how many bags can she fill? So I'm going to, bring this over here. Okay. I'm going to take my 3 pounds, I'm going to think, is this a multiply or a divide problem? This is a division problem, so I'm going to divide. Because I have 3 pounds of nuts, I started with 3, but I'm going to put them into, or 1/4 of a pound in each bag. So again, I remember that when I'm dividing or multiplying fractions, I have to have numerator over denominator and numerator over denominator. So I put this first one over 1. Then I think of keep, change, flip. Because division, I don't really divide fractions, I just multiply them. I keep the first number, change division to multiply, and then I find the reciprocal, or I flip the second fraction. And then I multiply just straight across. So 3 times 4 is 12, and 1 times 1 is 1, which just means that she will be able to fill 12 bags with the nuts. Now I want you to try 4, 5, and 6 on page 97, because they're similar to these 3 problems that I just did.